Welcome to my channel. The topic for today is this. We're going to review some of the court rulings. What do you mean by that? See, the city go to the court and lie to the courts. They say the camera company don't define violations, but they go to the local court, file paperwork. They submit information to state database. They go to Department of Motor Safety. If you put the information in the state database, you are defining laws. What do you mean by that? Before we do that, the first thing we do the oath. Here at Corruption CZAR Network, we take an oath that every person with state license do, every politician, every judge, every cop, every law enforcement, I will support and defend the U.S. Constitution first. Somehow, I notice law enforcement, the courts, state attorney office, they're enforcing local guidelines, a manual, and policy. They are not above the Constitution. What do you mean by that? See, the government must obey the law and follow all legal process and safeguard. Okay? The city, the legislature cannot rewrite uniform traffic law, rewrite civil procedure, criminal procedure. That's what they've been doing. That's how they get away with it. Because what they're doing is they're writing guidelines, policy, manual to give to the courts. And the courts, my problem with the courts is this. They are according with local guidelines. That's not civil procedure. That's not criminal procedure. It's a scam. And the judges, your job is follow the Constitution, proper due process, proper civil procedure, criminal procedure, not what the city wants or state wants, the law. Well, I'm putting a disclaimer in right here. You see, your representative, your politician, they have to represent the driver, the owner of the vehicle, the citizens first. Remember, government is trying to take away our rights illegally. I want to show you something about Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights is not a list of a government give you. It's a list of things they cannot take away. They cannot take away due process. That means proper civil procedure, criminal procedure. Okay? When the legislative, politicians write law, they bypass it. Do a process system that violate due process. Like I said, to legally take away your rights, your driving privileges, put restriction on, define you, or put fees on you. There's got to be a court hearing for that. That's what they bypass. People, yeah, that's why they made it fair at the education system, because the government lie all the time. The media lie all the time. Your politicians lie all the time. Attorneys lie all the time. The manual guidelines and policy are written by people for what their interest is. They're not looking out, like the misconception that they follow the law. They got it. No, it's all their interest. Remember, government agency got attorneys. Like on Facebook, one of my local politicians gave a picture taken with a sheriff. And she always getting a picture taken with government workers. Her job is look out for us. What do you mean by that? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Our Constitution cannot be amended, okay, by statute. While your legislature, your politician, commissioner can protect your constitutional right, they cannot legislate them away. Write them away. That's what they're doing in the red light camera program. The government doing everything opposite. They're doing a thing called reverse burden of proof. What is that? See, the government trying to be sneaky, deceptive practices. Unethical practices. See, the government trying to say, well, you had to contact us for hearing. That's civil. There are two types of courts: civil court and criminal court. Guess what? Both of them require a proper procedure to be served the court. You never have to respond to a letter. Okay, you never have to talk to a cop or the city or the camera company in anything you do, because you're only innocent to prove guilty in a court of law. They got you reverse burden of proof. You guilty until you prove you're innocent. You gotta go to court trial. You already asked for this form or for this hearing. It don't work that way. See, your politicians have to look out for you, the citizens, not the government or camera company. Okay? Remember, the government somehow becomes authoritarian. If your politician is looking out for them, get a picture taken with the cop, get a picture taken with the fireman, or whatever, her job is to get a picture taken with the citizens like people like us. We are a victim of crime. The Red Camera program is a perfect scam. Remember, all you professional people, you get fooled idiots. You gotta get fooled idiot the easiest the non-people. Because you guys got this narcissistic attitude, like you better than we are, regular people. And that's why they take the professional criminals know that. They profile you people. They know that you didn't I call fit in the clique group. If you got a title, I'm a manager or president or something, or I'm a politician, I would be automatically smarter than the average person. You just got a title. That's all you are. We got to change a politician basic laws. Like, to write a law, you cannot take away somebody's right, privileges, put restriction, fine, without a court hearing. People, you got away with it. I caught you. So guess what? We're going to fix it. We're going to do a court reform. You're going to pay back every penny, okay, and pay damages. Why don't you write that stuff in the bill? I'm going to go back over this burden of proof crap. Okay? First of all, in government, you don't have the right party in court. You got to be injured or damaged by the accusee. Okay, accusee and the accusee and the defendant. My problem is how is the camera coming into a damage? But they found all this paperwork. They put information in a state database. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's go to the second part. In this ruling, the three-judge panel found that the city and other cities give red camera vendors. They do not define traffic violation or not traffic or apply to driver in public. Let's go over this again. Do not define traffic violation and are not traffic law applies to the driver. So why would a camera company that don't define why they go to the clerk of court file paperwork? Why they put Department of Motor Safety information? Spend some of their driver license. When you're determining law if you're doing it. First of all, where is the paperwork to do this? You got no claim to this. You have to be injured or damaged. Like I said right here, burden of proof. The plaintiff must establish the fact cause damages. There must be a hearing. Being processed is legal, people. I'll show you something, guys. The second part. Citation data electronically submitted to the clerk of court from the vendor. Totally automatic without human involvement. It's totally illegal. You don't get it, people. To do a official fine, certified fine, you got to be a notary, a witness. Okay. You explain to the court how are you damaged by the owner of the vehicle. You're not. This is a scam. This is what that made a flaw in the education system is government lie to people. They tell people the legislature make laws. What get me crazy is the attorney and judges. They say, well, we have to follow what the legislature said. No, you don't. You follow the gang due process protection. Due process. Proper procedure. Criminal procedure. They cannot rewrite civil procedure. Criminal procedure. It's totally illegal. People, you got to have due process. Look at that. So basically, it's illegal. This is the major flaw they got. This case here, Breeding versus Georgia. That's basically saying you can't fine nobody for restricting them unless they have a court hearing. Supreme Court had ruled in 1983. You can't put somebody in jail for non-payment of a voluntary payment. That's what you've been doing in the red light camera program, people. See, I'm warning you, scam. According with written guidelines provided by local government. Guess what? It's illegal. You got a line. It's not civil procedure, criminal procedure. It's not uniform traffic law. It ain't a law. You can't change what a red light is. You can't change a yellow light. You can't change that. You got no authority to do that. You're running a scam. Every document, every paper mailed, a fraudulent report, false. Everything is false. Everything in the red light camera is fraudulent documents, fraudulent procedure. It's all a scam. You got full politician. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, a politician. We got to fix. We got to get straighten out a politician up. Hey, politician, you forget the right and your laws or your rules, your policy. False arrest money, damages. If we went in court, we entitled to that. Why do you leave that out? I thought our representatives are to look out for the people. You only look out for the government. Like I said about tag readers. The camera company puts false information in state database. So if the cop pulled a tag, how do you get the driver license information? It's illegal. Violate privacy laws. You remember, to get access to the information had to be a crime. Every tag reader is done illegally. Think about that. You drive down the road. You can't stop a person driving down the road unless they enact a real crime. Second is, even if you stop them, you can't add on charges. Because Rodriguez versus USA, a 2015 case. The lies talk up. If they stop you for a tail light, that's it. You can't bring the sniffing dog and look for drugs. You can't add on charges. It's already Supreme Court ruled this stuff. You're policing for profit. Now, privacy law. Tag readers are meant for criminals, not for civil infraction. That's what I'm saying. You're jailing people on civil infraction. It should never be in a state database. Anything in civil procedure is not criminal. Think about it. You got to have a hearing. A citation is not criminal. Okay, let's explain how to go. If it's a civil procedure, it's not criminal. You can't put somebody in jail on civil. Criminal. But the manual policy are written that way. Or you don't get, like I said, right, I can't pay. You like 60 days to pay a ticket. Guess what? I'm going to write the fight. I write the respond to the letters and fight it. You got your responsibility to check the computer system and we respond back. First of all, you get service in court. You got no claim. First of all, you get the wrong party in court. One time it's the city. Next time it's the state. Guess what? How are you injured, damaged, being civil and criminal court? You're not. You lied. They are fraudulent. The state attorney got made your liability. Where the police report? Explain to me the camera company or the city got injured or damaged, but somebody continue through a yellow light. Look at the driver handbook on definition of yellow light. Yellow lights. People, look. I found so many complaints with government agency. That's what I'm saying. The government agency make changes. Don't tell anybody and try to protect their liability, but keep the money. You can't tell. Look, may not issue for failure to stop red light of making a right-hand turn careful impunity. The Department of Revenue sent it out to 48 cities to do a red light camera in 2018. Guess what? They did a fine of the ruling, the fine of the courts, the cities, the state. The court's still enforcing this. My problem is you're not passing this information on to the courts, the state attorney office, the public defendant office, government. They call the violation of the Brady Doctrine. Evidence or information in favor of defendant in a criminal case. Guess what? I won my court case ruling. How come it ain't passed on to the courts? See, If something favorable for the government, you pass that information on right away. When I went in court, remember, the state attorney got made liability. Because the Department of Motor Vehicle in 2008 and 4 do not issue red and white anymore. How come the court said, why is the city enforcing red light camera kit? Why the court said that? Why ain't the public defense office, my part of the fine part, get not a proper defense? Don't ask. Like I said, the driver handbook. Look up for different yellow lights. Right, red, and right. The driver will find exactly what the handbook's saying. Uniform treatment. The city trying to change the definition. They can't do that. What does it say? Stop if you can safely. It doesn't say automatically stop and continue through safety. That's what it's designed to be. Okay, the pause button worked that time. Listen, there must be due process, right to a hearing. Suspend somebody's driver license. Miller versus Department of Motor Vehicle, California Motor Vehicle, 1999. To take away somebody's rights, privileges, you got to be a hearing. Put restrictions, fine the fee, got to be a hearing. I'll show you two cases: Miller versus California Motor Vehicle, and Breeden versus Georgia. See what? That's what the legislative politicians forget to do. They think they can circumvent that. Like I said, unjust enrichment. Why ain't the politician looking out for the citizens, the driver, and the vehicle? If the government loses in court, we get paid damages, return all the money. They call it unjust enrichment. That's what I'm saying. The politicians have to look out for the citizen, but no, they're protecting the camera company, the government. It's not your job. You have to be our attorney, politicians. You think this one person who works in government will look out for the citizens first? Think about this. You are the Florida Attorney General. You guys won't investigate the red light camera person. The attorney won't investigate camera. We are victims of crimes. I got put in jail on a non-criminal offense. I'm waiting on my court date. The camera company put false information in the state database, saying, telling the Department of Motor Vehicle safety got major liability because they let them put it in. They didn't verify the information. Like I said, politician, I want the verified system. Any information going to state database must be won in court. We'll find a judgment, a warrant, a court order. You got a private company in Arizona, and the private citizen got no access to Florida database legally. A private citizen. I'm a private citizen saying all day. I can't get tag information. How can they get tag information? Then they request for tag information, but how the hell they get driver information, driver license information? You never prove who the driver was. So why you spend on the vehicle driver license? Okay, why a court hearing? A sheriff, okay, must be a hearing. You can't say, oh, the legislature, you came back and changed the law. If you didn't pay it, they automatically order a special driver license. Well, where am I hearing that? You got a hearing. Never no hearing. And the police department knows this. State attorney office, private federal, the judge knows this. Because when you go to jail, remember, these tag readers, right? You drive down the road, driver. You did not have chill lights. So the cop had no reason to stop you. Tag readers are illegal because of privacy law. Because the information that they, remember, we didn't end up wrong. Cop had no business stopping us. The information brought a scammer in Arizona access to the thing. We tell them, hey, my driver license not suspended. I go to court. For my first question out, Your Honor, is my driver license suspended? He said no. But the state database said it is. I go to court. When I get to court, I said no. But you got information that said my driver license is suspended. I go to court. It's not suspended by the judge. Judge said no. So how the hell I get put in jail? Explain that one, people. That's what I'm pissed off about. My first ticket, driving down the road, cop, they pull me over and say, Richard, you got to suspend your driver's license. You go in jail tonight. And you know what they did? They put me in jail, shackled me to a bedpost that night. You think that's the law? A non-criminal offense? It's going to be a summit at the worst. The worst the cop can do is give you a summit. You can't put somebody in jail without a hearing on a civil infraction. Can't come in for false information in a state database. You can't do that. Legislator, commissioner, state attorney, judges, you know that. Because like the last time I got pulled over, I left the courthouse because I wouldn't pay my fine. The judge didn't put the information. See, in Tampa, they use an illegal traffic court, after-hour court, 6:30. And guess what they do? They don't record it. No video, no audio. I requested the video, audio. They turn me down in my motions. Or tell the judge. We have a right to do that. Oh, is it ethical program? No, it ain't, people. People are getting put in jail for following the law correctly. The legislature got mental liability. I'm going to win in court. The Supreme Court went on my butt. And I can file a federal complaint anytime I want. Government. We got a bunch of Republicans running our state. Guess what? I'm going to see the governor. He going to fix it. If he ain't going to fix it, I'll have the federal government fix it. And well, guess what? I'll show them the appeal judges, Supreme Court judges, Circuit Court judges, Traffic Court judges, following guidelines, not the Constitution, civil procedure, criminal procedure, and processing. Guess what? They would love to replace them. Point their own people in there. Yeah, you want to play this game? I like that. The second case, my public defender, I told him, the police arrest report is not true, fraudulent, incomplete. They searched my vehicle illegally. I told them no. They searched me. The other thing is, the second deputy, with his report, and guess what they did to me? They went to a judge, give me a mental evaluation, say I'm incompetent for court. Keep me out of my court hearings. Second one. Is that proper procedure? No. I'm going to fire you people. Like I said, I asked for the FBI told me to see the state attorney, the public defender, to tell them, investigate my complaints, and bring it to them. Your workers won't let me talk to you. That's why you're going to watch the government. People getting fired right now. Going to get fired. Police department, you need to start speaking up. Sheriff department, you need to speak up now. You must denounce the red light counter program. You're going to start prosecuting the politicians, not the drivers, not the citizens. The legislature caused this. They hold accountable. Okay? I want to show you something. Ignorant of the law applied to government. Ignorant of law. You got it? You get no immunity. You're the legislator. You're the politician, state attorney. You have a state license. You took oath. I'll support, defend the Constitution. That means proper due process, proper civil. So what I notice is everybody in government enforcing the program. Nobody looking out for the driver, the citizens. Your job, Florida Attorney General, we are the victim of the scam. You don't want to listen. You want to take our complaints. And the other thing, government work a lot of investigating. I go to my local Cocoa Court. Say, Richard, we do what they tell us to do. We ain't allowed to file a complaint and do anything. The elected official got power. They should have to fix it. Like I said, that's why we need to start the Department of Corruption. So, there's something wrong, we fix it. Senatorial, judge, public defense office, politician, there's something wrong, you fix it. You work for us. That's why people protesting, rioting on the street. Because we tell you what's wrong, you don't listen to us. You listen to You got policing for profit. My thing, the good cops, they find manual guideline policy and it's written incorrectly, and they know it. They get your mouth shut. I'm trying to help police right now, law enforcement, state attorney, public defense office. We can fix this. Like I said, I'm not the bad guy here. If the government is doing something wrong, let's fix it. You've got to help the people, okay? Like I tell people, like I comment on Facebook this week, one of the politicians got elected to office. You got an idea, write some laws. I say, yeah, just start Department of Corruption, do verify. Remember, millions of people lost their driver's license illegally, never had a court hearing. Not one politician will admit they did wrong. So we have, as I said, I'm going to hold you accountable. If you hold millions of people accountable on a vehicle, guess what? I'm going to hold every person who forced the red light program accountable. Because ignorant of the law is no excuse. You took an oath to defend and protect the U.S. Constitution. So recap. Politicians, law enforcement, to save America of freedom and liberty, we have to follow proper procedures. You can't quit they quit policing for profit. Okay? You take the power away from the commissioners, the politicians, because that's why they copy 50-50, divide it now. People listen to what I say. What happened when an ethical project makes a decision? You get an ethical result. So, what are you going to do when corruption is already helping? Thank you for tuning in.